Hi, welcome to the Jackson Camera Club's YouTube channel. In today's meeting, we didn't have a speaker or presentation, so we discussed the events of the year and also what topics for photography we'd like to do for the next few months. In our meetings, we usually start out with that, and then we have a slideshow. So this month's theme was spring. So we'll go through each photograph and we discuss it a little bit. Every month we also do one about nature and then a photographer's choice as well. So here's that part of our meeting today.
Okay. Comments, criticisms, attaboys.
I like it.
Oh, it's spring.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, it's
absolutely
definitely spring.
Yep.
Good detail on everything there,
Yeah.
front to back. So it's
It's on a slant instead of
Yep.
straight up, which
little
is nice.
diagonal
I
lines
like the
were
curve
interesting.
brings your eye in and then the white draws it up again.
number 2.
Well, that's pretty.
Is that a painting? It almost looks like a painting.
No, that's over at Hidden Lake Garden. A couple of weeks ago, they had their bulb show.
It looks like a watercolor or something.
It does.
Yeah.
You just don't see the tulips and daffodils like that.
Very,
Yeah.
very good close up.
Yeah,
It's
And
artistic.
again, the depth of field is great because everything's in focus front to back.
that's right.
There's only one little teeny tiny area that might be just a tad fuzzy right there, but that doesn't matter.
Adds to the depth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty.
A lot of interest to it.
Hasn't bloomed yet.
It's not, I looked at it the other day and I needed a picture real quick and I'm like, this is what I wait for spring. All the other flowers, I wait for my tree out front to do this because we planted the tree. It's
Crabapple.
non-fruit bearing artificial cherry. Oh,
Bingo. Oh, look at that.
look at the water.
Is that apple
Seen
tree?
enough water.
Crabapple.
Oh, it's crabapple.
Fantastic close up.
Yeah.
It's very pretty.
Well, I didn't have any wind for that one, huh?
Crystal clear.
It's hard to do.
Even
those
the water
long
droplets.
photos.
Caught the dew or water droplets, whichever it is. Rain.
Water. The drops are beautiful. And I
There's a
love the
spray bottle.
shadow. It's
Yeah.
got exactly right.
I think that might have actually been after rain.
Yeah.
Usually-
It looks like it'd be more of a rain than dew, but
Or water bottle.
yeah, more water right now. Her name is Rhonda.
No, I use the water bottle a lot, but that tree is too big, so
Oh,
I
you
think
couldn't get
it
the whole
probably
tree.
was actual rain.
I like the shadow of the middle of the flower on there, too.
Or the stamens
I love
on,
that shadow.
on the petal.
Even the shadow's clear.
Oh,
Aww. Little
Well, I didn't know we were gonna see a chick flick. Alright.
that's one of those things everybody goes, aw, that's the awe factor.
The interest
Factor.
is it goes from dark to light,
Mm-hmm.
but on the right, that white is just a little too bright.
What, right here?
Okay.
A little blown out, yeah.
But I like the picture, and it's
Yeah.
something I do too. I have trouble with whites; they're hard to shoot.
It's like in a storage
Well,
shed, so
'cause
they
you got-
crack the door and there's just the little light shining
Yeah, because
Yeah.
see, if you went and did the whole thing and made it a little bit darker, then you lose too much
Back
on
in
the
here.
left.
Yeah. It'd be dark.
So
Because
in.
that's.
That was probably my JPEG.
Do you use software, put a spot on the part that's too light and then darken just that a little bit?
Okay.
Do you use
I
that kind
You
of
can do
thing?
that in Lightroom.
I
Mhm.
did this in the September or August or something, so I don't quite remember, but I know I did edit a little bit.
take the whites, or
So, okay.
turn the
Yeah, I
whites
didn't
down a little.
realize it was blown out.
And sometimes
didn't
until we
notice.
see it on bigger like this, we don't
Yeah.
even see it when we put it on a computer screen. 'Cause it's something I do all the time with whites.
I get some real shocks when I see
Oh,
what
that's
I've
great.
done on my monitor.
Oh,
Wow.
think I know who did that.
Yeah.
That looks like it belongs on a
Is that a
Hallmark
fish eye?
card.
That's gorgeous. Thank you.
they're just floating.
Yeah, they're floating in the air.
I
That's 'cause they
can't
have
say
ugly
anything else
stem.
about it.
No, it's beautiful.
The
It's
coloring is
perfect.
gorgeous too.
No, it just had an ugly stem, so I erased the stem and the rest then was just,
And I like you got like the layer around it and darker on the edges.
I like the texture of the
Focus,
flower.
too.
Yeah.
I like the texture on the petals.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like I say, that looks like something you'd see on a Hallmark card.
Mhm.
it's
That-
the perfect
And a
exposure.
linen.
Yeah. And I think that
There's
has
a lot of software work on there, so it's
Yeah.
not
Mhm.
perfect when I start.
Yeah, kind of makes it look like a dream.
Okay, that does it for that category. So we'll just bring this one up.
Oh,
nice.
that's pretty.
That's really pretty.
That's the kind of thing I want to see in the fall, and I
Yeah.
just don't see much of.
Lincoln Brick Park over by Lansing.
Oh.
You can either go up along the Alsabo River to find stuff like that, or up to Quamanon Falls in the fall.
Yeah.
That's even
Oh,
further.
Uh-huh.
For sure.
Mm.
Get something like that.
It's framed with the leaves on the
Yeah.
upper.
Yeah, I
left.
liked having that branch in there. Just
Well, that's.
It's perfectly framed.
It balances
Mhm.
like
It
the
gives it balance,
reflection
too.
of it.
Yeah.
Right.
Because you got so much on the right, that tree branch.
Well, yeah,
framing
and
it
I'd
balance.
rather see some color up here rather than just a plain old black.
yeah.
Well, the sky doesn't.
It looks like it's
Yeah, it makes
cloudy.
the picture, but it's
Well,
not
it's
the
cloudy.
But
picture.
there was some sun coming through. You can see.
Oh.
It's not very
yeah.
often you get that
It's in
cold,
Grand
cold
Ledge.
water either.
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
See, this is kind of obscured. It's,
Oh.
it's hidden down a dirt road.
Oh, really? And it's Lincoln Brick Park?
Yep.
Is that?
They used to make bricks there.
Ah, inside information.
Some of the old buildings are still standing there. They're just
Oh, that would
crumbling.
be so cool to see.
They're good for senior pictures.
I bet.
Oh, that's pretty.
And that's
Oh,
Grand
look at
Ledge.
that.
Wow.
Grand
Ooh,
Ledge.
that's cool. I really like
That's
that.
I like the
I
water
love the
droplets.
background of that.
Mm-hmm.
Who did that?
Oh.
Like hard to capture.
Those are hard to find.
Nice.
Yes, they
Capture.
are.
Yeah.
Is it black and white, or
It
did
dried up
you?
right
Is it,
afterwards.
or is it actually like that?
It's in color, but I desaturated it.
Oh, desaturated it. Okay.
Ah, good
Oh.
It
idea.
makes it very dramatic.
Well, like I
And
say,
really, with the raindrops, it's about the only time you can see them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
Until you walk
pearls.
right into them. Oh,
Yeah. Oh, I
well,
like that.
yeah,
That's
it's,
very
it's
cool.
rare that you find a nice one like that.
Is that at home?
Yeah, it's down by the pond, one of the leaves, stems. I guess the wind got it, it curves down like this, and I've cut part of that off. So it's hanging in that notch.
Water droplets seem to be making the web sag, which is
Yeah.
Yeah.
shows weight.
But that adds,
Yeah, good point. I never thought of that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of water make a little one sag.
yeah.
Very pretty.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
That's a question. Now, do you like the way that is, or should I have the sun off to the right or left? I kind of like it. It's centered, yeah, but you're showing the
but
sun.
it's not dead center, Joan, it's in the bottom third.
Right, but still the
Yeah.
light is in the center. Is that?
But that's where the notch is too.
That's
I like
true.
it like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I like the black on the side.
Because I keep doing
Balance to it.
something like that,
Mm-hmm.
but then I get to thinking, well, maybe should I be off?
Yeah, that's
Oh, look at this.
Oh, wow.
What kind is it?
I believe it's a red-tailed hawk. Even though you
Small
can't see the red tail, I think it might be juvenile. Most of my photography lately has been, that's actually through the glass.
Oh, wow.
So I'm sitting there in my lazy boy,
That's great.
taking pictures, and
You got clean glass.
I'm glad.
actually, I cleaned the glass right before winter, so that I could take pictures through it.
Oh.
It's getting a little fuzzy now,
I was
but
gonna say, it's hard to keep that stuff.
I looked up, because,
Wow.
typically you're talking your blue jays and your grackles and your this and that.
Well,
I
you're
look up and I
prepared.
said, what the? And I'm reaching like this for my camera, but don't scare it.
Wow. It's cool how his tail lines up right with the railing too.
Oh, it does, yeah.
Yeah.
In the background.
That's
it's
what I was
just
wondering if
gorgeous,
that was the
but
red.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like he's radiating,
How big was
something.
it? You look smaller
It had
there.
to be that big, I didn't. Yeah, because the rail is this big,
Okay,
Okay,
so.
I was thinking of a 6-inch
Yeah.
rail.
but I've never seen a hawk like that. I love that. And that glow around it, it's like it's radiating
Yeah.
heat or warmth
Yeah, that's
or
cool too.
Well,
whatever.
it's legit on the left. On the right, there was actually the post going up a little bit, but I didn't like that, so I got rid of it.
Oh,
Good
there
for
you
you.
go. Looks good like that.
Character.
Oh, that's nice.
That's pretty.
Mm, that's really pretty.
See, I like the fact that that you can see the back is soft,
Yes.
and then you can see how crisp the
Mhm.
the flower in front is. I think it draws your eye more to it.
I would cut a little of the top
Off the
off.
top.
The
Yeah.
top does not give it, when you're looking at it smaller, I don't think you might notice it, but when you're looking at it bigger,
Mhm.
you don't need it, it doesn't do anything. And the
Mhm.
picture itself is so pretty.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was
But it
wondering
does
why
look
it's like
really
a little
3D.
bit is off.
Oh, that's, yeah, that's true.
Mhm.
Oh,
I love eagles.
Where did I find that? Who's?
Got the catch light in his eye.
What zoo did you shoot that one?
yeah.
So where was this?
That was in Florida.
Oh, that was in Florida.
Yeah.
He looks dirty.
Probably because I sharpened it so much.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, no,
I was gonna say,
The-
could you lighten the eye a little bit
Uh,
to bring it out?
the eye's pretty good, actually.
Is it? Maybe it's clearer in the.
Well, it's got character with him talking. It's,
That's-
it
that's
does,
true.
it's not,
Can
it's
you
a
see
picture, it
that?
doesn't have motion, but
And
it
bald
almost
eagles
looks
aren't
like it
always
has motion.
pristine Snow White either.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when
A lot
you
of
do that, when you do sharpen stuff or
yeah.
the clarity, sometimes will do that.
I liked that his beak was very sharp.
Mm-hmm.
You
Oh,
can
that's
see
perfect.
the
Yeah.
scaliness.
Mhm.
Well, you got fantastic detail on all
Oh,
those
I love it,
feathers.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Everything. I mean, right down to the little guys right in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Cool.
cool.
Excellent.
And now we go to the choice. Come on. Oh,
Oh, I don't want to be there.
that's ugly.
Shelf, a shelf cloud? What they
What's
call
Yeah,
it?
it was a
Really
whole
dark.
cell coming
Looks-
in, but
Yeah.
yeah, there's a shelf there.
It looks scary to me.
That's trouble.
Do you
I
go
was
with
at the
James?
Cascades
No,
once
I
and
was
saw
visiting
it.
family in Tennessee
Oh, okay.
last summer. I was hoping for more, but it kind of pittered out as soon as it got over us.
Doesn't look like it
Is
would.
that like the houses are so tiny?
Well, the lights down there, that's a traffic light off to the right.
Okay.
So there's a road there.
Okay.
Ah.
Yeah, it's definitely, wow.
Gives it scale.
Ooh,
Mhm.
It's dramatic.
yeah.
It is.
Yeah,
Reminds me of the Wizard of Oz.
and the lines of the field.
Yep.
Yeah, well, nice use of the rule of thirds,
Yes.
because you got 2/3 angry sky and 1/3 field,
Uh-huh.
which is a good thing.
But it looks like those clouds would come together into a very scary face, you know, like
Mhm.
that kind of movie.
Oh,
that-
yeah. Like eating the
Oh.
earth there.
Oh, that's funny.
That's hysterical.
It's cute.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's Pontiac in 1950s.
I would say, I think it's a 58. I'm not,
Oh, right.
It looks like a robot.
It does.
Yeah.
looks like one of those
I thought
Hawaiian
it was a
tikis
tribal
or
mask.
something.
Yeah,
Tribal mask, yeah.
that's fun.
Great picture, though.
I like the light, how it shines on there.
Yeah, I think that is a 58.
What a
Was that
hat.
down at the parade in Ann
Yeah.
Arbor?
Yeah.
Is that a birthday hat or
That-
something?
That-
Those people are crazy.
Oh, it is. But I just love because she's this old lady.
Yeah.
It's the parade is called Festifools
Oh, it was in Ann Arbor?
in Ann Arbor.
Yeah.
And they had all kinds of huge paper mache like puppets that take multiple people to manipulate and things like that. But I caught that, and actually the hat almost reminded me of an Easter bonnet.
Mm-hmm.
And here's this really kind of old lady, I can say that because I am one, and you know, wearing her Easter bonnet with her hoodie and her parka. It wasn't that cold.
It almost looks like a cake
contrast
she's
of
wearing.
emotion
It
there.
It looks like a birthday cake to me.
Yeah, it looks
I
like a
just-
cake. you could eat.
Candles and.
I just wanted to say, you go girl.
Well, she did.
That's a crazy part here, parade too, because it just goes to like a couple blocks and they just
Yeah.
keep going back and forth.
That's pretty. That would make a nice card.
I'm guessing who this is.
Really pretty.
Is that you?
In case you don't know, Sonia's the queen of the still life.
Yeah.
That was at Hidden Lake Gardens, and I took it because it was the same type of hibiscus that they had at the place in Florida where I get my fruits and vegetables, and I wanted to buy it so badly there, but I knew it would die,
Oh.
you know, without being taken care of, but it was the same variety. And I
pretty.
just, I really
I love
liked
the
it.
colors.
Yeah.
So it's a yellow and pink hibiscus?
Yeah, so it's pretty.
Gorgeous.
Mhm.
Whoa, I didn't know they had such a thing.
Yeah,
And it looks like orange too, is in there.
yeah,
Yep.
it's
Yeah,
very
got a little
bright colors.
Yeah, very pretty.
gorgeous.
It looks like a you took in Florida.
Well, this isn't in Florida though. This one was at Hidden Lake Gardens.
Very nice.
Oh,
That's the one I was gonna ask you.
Okay.
It's here, of course. I handheld it, I guess. But I've cropped it a couple different ways. Do you think that's a nice crop
I would get rid of whatever that black thing is over here.
on the right?
Or piano or.
But this right here,
Maybe.
Yeah, that's where
No.
the pastor preaches
On the
from.
left.
On the, oh
On the
yeah, on the
left.
left. I just
Her
said
other
that.
way.
Both.
This.
That.
That's the piano.
So,
so
that-
if you did a tighter crop, maybe here and here,
no, I don't know.
you know.
I'll have to do that and see.
But there's that black. just
Yeah,
annoys
I
me.
cropped a lot of that out because I had more depth to it because the piano just didn't.
Well, you could
So-
crop it a little bit and then just cover up the whatever black is left. You
Yeah,
just
that's-
Photoshop and just black
Yeah.
on.
That's an idea.
That's a good idea.
But
Because then you
at the
have that
very top,
zigzag.
You kind of want to keep
I gotta keep the top.
that at the
Yeah,
top,
uh-huh,
because that's what gives you your perspective going back.
right. But
You
if,
I wonder if you brought it down lower and cropped it in narrower.
Well, see, originally it had more bottom, but because it showed more piano, and I cropped some off and got up closer.
I was thinking set the camera down and point it up more.
That's an idea.
You would get the steps going up, you could still crop off the side.
It
And you
almost
still
looks,
get the lines
Actually,
at the top.
what I did for the website is I brought it up and cropped it just like it is, but right underneath the green there on the altar. I
Mhm.
went right up there just to cut the bottom off because of that piano.
oh, I like it a lot except for that. Just a little too much dark on that one side.
But
If you went
want
up on
the-
both sides
Like
and
the
cropped at the very
bookshelf.
top and cropped about halfway, so you still had you have a little bit of blue so that you can see where the top brown starts, but just a tiny little bit on both sides and go straight down. You'll get rid of most of the dark on both sides.
Talking about
And-
hitting it right about there,
No, not that much.
Like
No, I'm
in-
talking about only,
here,
Just to the piano and then.
go to the very top. Okay, now to the left. Like halfway in between where you are right there, right there.
Look at the ends of that white, that
Yeah.
wall.
So you're just, and you can see where that wall line is, see where that, yeah.
oh, that's a good idea.
Where,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Carved in that way.
yeah.
Well, what about the other side then? The same thing?
yeah, you'd have to go equal
I'd have to
distance.
do it equal.
As long as this is in the center.
Right.
so,
pretty much the center, isn't it, now, with this
much Yes.
on?
Oh, I know.
And then you still have this zigzag, which is interesting.
and actually, what you could do, you could take where it's light and just clone it over to the left. Put, somehow put here,
then just take this and.
I can clone that
you
out,
can, you
yeah.
can clone that out there, and the same thing up above.
Where?
Just to, yeah, just because you need to, you'll probably be a little bit off on that line, if you want to keep a little bit of blue. Because if you don't, well, and you don't have to, you could cut it, go to the very top, and let's take with the,
This?
yeah,
Yeah.
to the very top. Now bring it in, what happens if you, see, I like showing that whole top.
Yeah, I do too. And I
I
want
don't-
to,
yeah,
I
I
want,
wouldn't wanna
the other
crop that.
trouble with that, it gets rid of some of the depth, because I remember trying that.
With a different lens, make it look more deep? I don't know, I'm just asking.
Shoot it as a vertical, rather than a,
Yeah, I've
No.
done a couple, but even on this particular day.
Yeah, portrait would do that.
Yeah. That might help,
Actually,
but I can get further back and get more of the depth.
yeah.
But then you're gonna get
And
that.
then you went with
I
the stuff
did-
on the side.
I did that with a picture, but I didn't notice there was something in the background that messed it up, like,
Mhm.
like that.
Move that piano.
Scroll there and push
And
it
it
out
was
of the way.
just, there was too many things in its way, because on the back wall, it's like, oh,
It's a nice picture.
Oh, yeah.
fun.
cool. You can feel the motion
Yeah.
riding that bike along.
It was bigger and
Yeah,
had
the snow
more
in the
trees, but I
background.
thought it would show more action if I cropped it in more. I don't know if that's
Well,
the
that-
right thing to do.
Well, he's leaning
I think
that
it's
way and he's
perfect.
going into that open space.
Yeah.
If you, I think it would take away from the action. You'd have him butt end into the wall, so to speak.
Well,
I
that,
think
that caught it pretty good.
Yeah. that's-
Bring him out to the shitbox show. We'll get some pictures of him. It'll be mud this time.
Okay.
Okay, anyways, that is it.
Oh,
Right.
Cool.
okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's plan.
I hope you enjoyed watching our photography discussion and seeing the pictures, and we hope that you might come next month to our meeting because we'd love to see yours. Just make sure and check our Facebook page. Everything gets posted on there about the events, photo walks, anything you might need to know. So if you can't come to a meeting in person, we hope you enjoyed watching the meeting here on YouTube. We'll post another one of our meeting next month, and the theme is food.